Part 2, Apexx God Body, all audio, sitting with my grandmaster teacher, Dr. Morpheus, asking a bunch of questions. I'm about to take y'all on an astral projection. This is Part 2, all audio. It's best for your headphones, you know what I mean? Or when you're in the house, trying to give you a little hour or something to just be walking around the house to do. It's not really for when you're at work on the train loud unless you got your headphones on. It's a deep, deep session. May go beyond a lot of people's realm of awareness. I usually don't let no one in on sessions like this because I don't want people to deem me crazy. So this is why I step lightly. When you hear me in my interviews, I tell y'all, somebody might ask me a question, I'll say, man, that's another thing. That's a whole nother thing. And I get away from it because I won't have the forum to really explain things to y'all. So y'all continue to tune in and listen. And I'm gonna continue to ask a bunch of questions so that I can get this down packed. Part 2, I'm gonna astral project y'all mentally. A lot of y'all will hear this, not know it, but know it because I'm gonna rattle it in you. It's all awareness, check behind everything. You don't have to believe anything me and my gods are building on. We know, y'all believe. Just tune in, relax. Try to keep y'all up to par with what's going on. And we get Part 2 ready for y'all to rock.
I'm trying to catch up to a certain amount of maturity.
Because doing out, here's the question.
I'm trying to catch up to a certain amount of maturity.
Because doing out, here's the question. Is it because we did not, the processes of us didn't know that we didn't have the evolutionary time?
We had setbacks and we're infants.
And they were aging. When I'm reading, they wanted to get out of here because they were here too long. Their cycle, and they began
because they were getting sick also. It was not their vibration. They had to get away from the vibration that was making them old. They never aged before.
So they wanted to get out of here.
They wanted to get out of the sphere that created age upon them.
Would that be even the reason for them to have someone do this job and then leave?
That's the reason why. Because the beings that's here can take on and fight back the aging process. They have that gene that will respond to that. We have the genes that can respond to that. Right.
Yeah, but they set us down here after making all this other shit, these humanoids and half this, half mixing all kind of shit.
There were other ones amongst them that were against the philosophy that they were invested in us. And they are of another philosophy. They are another pedigree of thought, of willpower. Different pedigree, different will.
Another question. When this female, I trust it was Arishka Gel, I'm not sure. No, Ninti. When she decided to plant that seed in her, how was that done? Did one of the scientists donate their sperm? Donate their whatever? I can't even say sperm when it comes to that.
There was some insemination process.
There was an insemination process, but did it come from a male, or did this woman do it herself?
No, this woman did not do it herself, I'll tell you that much. It had to be unconscious.
To you, is a woman capable of love or caring or just nurture or just, or do you think she have a love in her? Do you think women have love in them?
They're built for emotions. They're built with an emotional intelligence. We're built with logic intelligence. One's dominant. Not that we don't have emotional intelligence. We have to work it up like a muscle and build it. We have to mature it. They have to mature their logic.
Yeah, that's true.
We have to mature our emotions. We're set out on different polarities. Not that we don't contain each other's elements.
Now get me back to this project with the humanoids and the Caucasians. All right. If we're being done somewhere else, they're being done here. Who's doing them? Is it our same team? Is it another?
Like I said, somewhere up in the celestial body, there was a disagreement.
Correct.
That disagreement, they are the results of their own testing and their own science.
They being who?
The opposite sides of the coin. If there was a skirmish in heaven, there's two sides. Those are their beings, and we're from the side of the angels.
I'm lost.
It's easy. Two sides.
I'm used to hearing the word anonymity.
I don't use words, I use polarities.
Okay.
You have to just channel yourself to the polarity.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Whoever is on side positive created us. And whoever is on side negative, negation, is on, those are their creations.
Okay.
There's no confusion. It's a binary thing. 1, 2, bi.
So we were never procreated to mine.
Mining is their thing. That's slavery. We were to do it in a way where we were sharing amongst each other with them and feast with them. It was an inclusion.
Share what amongst them?
They needed gold.
Our people, our.
They both needed gold. They were
both sides.
Yeah,
because of the holding the ozone layer.
They had a disagreement to how to approach this project. They formulated us, and the other team who broke away from them said, "Fuck that! We'll make our own, and they're gonna be slaves, and we're gonna teach them how to enslave the world, so we can get more gold for us, for Team B." Negation.
Got it. Got it. Just got it. Now
you're experiencing what they brought to the table, which is the Aryans, the Canaanites.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, it's very clear. It's binary.
I got it. And just like you know, I can teach it back now. I got it.
That's the filter. The filter's binary.
Let me just say something to my followers. I'm gonna just let y'all in on something. He just taught me something. And what it is, I do have the ability to learn something, and some people are not good sharers or teachers, but I have the ability now to teach that back, and teach it back like if I was the main teacher of it. So when you hear me with a lot of stuff that I drop, I maybe learned it, but I can teach it back, and then you hear me drop this on the next program. And now I got it. The two sides that I got it.
Two factions. They divided it. They split it. They split amongst each other.
Same thought.
The Book of Daniel.
Same thought. The
Age of Wars.
Okay.
The Book of Wars, which is not in the Bible, explains how those factions got divided.
I read it in conflict between our books. Is the conflicts between the gods.
Okay, which is the Book of Wars.
Right. I read that.
Okay.
That's why it clicked.
Okay, and then Book of Daniel is the closest thing you can get to it.
See?
Okay. And then they didn't want to explain to you all that which happened and how they redid it and restarted over and replenished the planet and repopulated the planet with the Aryan race, which is the 6,000 years that we're experiencing now, which is all the slavery and all the adaptation and being stolen from. They are the negation. They use negative as their way of entrainment and forcing genes together, doing things by force. Everything is always by force.
And
when they take your car, what do they call it?
Take it by force.
No. What do they call it? What's the word?
Repossession.
Repossession. When they take your house, what do they call it?
The same thing.
No, they don't repossess a house. They repossess a vehicle. What do they do to a house?
Foreclosure.
There you go. They got decorative terms for the same function.
Correct.
No matter what the hell you call it, it's negation. By using mathematical description, it's negation.
Now, real quick, because I wanted to share this too from while I have time with you, my teacher. This dual nature being, this homosexual we see, this woman who's clearly a woman, struggling now to want to be a man. This man wanting to be a woman. Can you tie this into the project? Is this has to do when they were splicing, not the mix wasn't coming out right, and is that still a seed out here? Is that seed manifesting now? What is this homosexual shit? This agenda, this gay agenda. What the fuck?
Well, now there's two different things. You can talk about the agenda and how it's being weaponized to cause confusion, or you can talk about it
from the beginning,
or you can talk about it from the point of Mother Nature and causing a balance of consciousness.
Give me it from Mother Nature.
Nature needs you to be balanced.
This wasn't coming out right, and is that still a seed out here? Is that seed manifesting now? What is this homosexual shit? This agenda, this gay agenda. What the fuck?
Well, now there's two different things. You can talk about the agenda and how it's being weaponized to cause confusion, or you can talk about it from
the beginning,
or you can talk about it from the point of Mother Nature and causing a balance of consciousness.
Give me it from Mother Nature.
Nature needs you to be balanced. If it can't get a balance, it will borrow other elements and cause the balance to happen. That's why you see a lot of females act like men and a lot of men who act like females, because there's a missing in their balance. all it is trying to do is get consciousness to wake up if it has to go the female route, because you've been male blocked or you've been feminine blocked, and it's trying to find a way to get you to wake up.
Times what you get stuck in between. Sometimes beings get stuck in between. Sometimes.
Of course, it's called congestion. Anything that's coagulated or congested, constipated, means it can't move. It's stuck. Constipation is what? Stuckage.
And this is where we get a quote-unquote bulldagger or a lesbian or a homo dude.
You get people who are stuck emotionally. They're emotionally constipated.
I've talked to people men who say I felt like a woman all my life. I've talked to women who said I felt like a man all their life.
Because
I didn't know what to tell them.
You can't tell them because you didn't experience their chemistry. You didn't experience the chemistry. You didn't experience the feeling of being not fed. Your manhood was fed.
Motherfucking
so that you
right.
Can feel your manhood.
Right, yes, sir.
In my case, I almost died twice. I'm born from drug parents. My father took drugs. So did my mother.
Right. Well, 90% of us.
But in my case, I died twice and came back to life. Out of body experience on the entry of this place. My father told me about that, and that's why I was in special ed, because I lost a part of my left brain. I didn't have my logic. I had to use my right brain to survive. That's why I'm creative. That's why I act outside. I'm more in tune with my feminine element.
Well, I can vouch for that because ever since you was 11, 12, I would ask you what's the weather and hope. And funny, it would be Hawaii, right? We would always ask you about Hawaii. Me or Fred, and I would ask my
little cousin. The house there now.
Yep, I would come out and ask you just certain questions. You were 11, 12, 13. I'd be like, oh, would you such and such? We're not going to say your name here, but Dr. Morpheus, what is this? What is this? And you were answering it. We thought it was funny, but you're really answering the question.
I'm really answering the question.
You're really answering the question, but it just sounds spaced out to us because we didn't know no better. Little break in between while we finish the program. Trying to ask the right questions to give a good session. So I gotta pick and ask the right questions so that we can keep y'all in the astral plane.